It's another episode of Live from Mock City.
You didn't start the last episode like that. You were like, "Hey guys, this is a clips episode."
Because I was trying to be quiet. Like everybody's asleep in here.
You're like damn near asleep saying it. Hey guys. This is a
Shit.
clip episode, I guess.
I can't
Hope
I
you
can't,
enjoy.
I can't be yelling in here.
Um, yeah, it's another episode. We kind of it was kind of like we had a vacation last week because we had the episode.
Yeah.
We did the Patreon clips episode, so we
Yeah.
didn't have a regular episode. So
What'd you do with your vacation time?
my vacation time, I built a couple forts. I organized my shirts from brightest to darkest.
Okay.
Uh, I
Mine would be black to
I
lighter
to-
black.
I toothbrushed my shoes, my white Air Force Ones. I did the toothbrush scrub on them.
It's all in one night, huh? Man.
The Wait, you really only have black
I
and
have
like
way too many. I'm trying to get more
color?
color into my wardrobe.
Oh, I
It's
got
just
you.
so because I mean Raiders, obviously, so I got a lot of Raiders stuff,
Yeah.
and then
Okay.
Batman. I get also, you know. So
Batman has yellow though.
yeah, but it's like an accent color,
Mm,
you know. I found that I really like the Joker colors too. I like purple and I like green.
purple and green. Okay. I feel like there's a team that has those colors too.
Bobcats or
Can't
Hornets or whatever they are.
uh, maybe. Yeah, some I forget what team, but okay, so you like the Joker colors. So you're just like a big
Hey,
Batman fan.
hold on. Do you hold on for just one more second? Do you remember the Riddler car?
The question marks? Question marks all over a car? Isn't that what it is?
Yeah, but I'm saying
Okay.
from elementary school. You
No.
were probably gone by then, I guess.
What happened?
There
Someone
was
had it?
there was a kid whose dad had a car that was like it was like purple and it had green question marks all over it, and he would show up in the line to pick him up from school. Like they do the circle line to pick him up.
What do you think was going through that kid's mind?
I mean, we all thought it was cool.
Oh, okay.
Or I mean, I
What
guess
did the
it
kid
might have
think?
just been me and everybody else made fun of her. I don't know. But I
Yeah,
thought it was cool.
man. To get picked up and have to go fight crime or like be a superhero is just very, very grueling each day.
Yeah. I thought it was cool though. Because I mean, you knew which car. I mean, it's the only one in the lineup that's like, it looks like it's out of a movie. But anyways, basketball. I saw that the Lakers had their media day, and
Hmm.
um, if you don't know, I mean you know, but anybody listening, if you don't know, they made a lot of changes. They brought in a lot of savvy vets.
Yeah, they got a lot of older guys. I was just thinking. I was talking to a friend about it yesterday, and man, I ran through some of the names. It's like, man, they got some guys that they're relying on that are up there.
Yeah,
Um,
they're by far the oldest team in the league, right?
I, I would assume they are. I can't really think of a team that does have that age.
Yeah, because it's Westbrook, LeBron. I mean, AD's not old, but I mean Trevor Ariza, Carmelo, Dwight Howard. I mean, who else is old on that team?
I think
Rondo,
they got Wayne Ellington.
Wayne Ellington, uh, and then they have a few
Yeah,
guys who are younger. Like they
yeah,
got what is it? Nunn? Is it Nunn? Right?
yeah. He's not. He's maybe 3 years in.
Yeah, so he's younger, and then they have Horton Tucker still, and um,
Yeah,
yeah, so they have some youth, but man, they are full of veterans.
yeah. Facts. They got a definitely the definitely a team that's built for now and not later.
Yeah, I do think that they have something to prove. A lot of those guys, because especially the
Yeah,
guys who haven't won. Westbrook hasn't won, and um,
Melo.
yeah, and Melo hasn't won. So those guys have something to prove for sure. But some of the other guys like Rondo and Trevor Ariza and guys like that, like man, it's just they're so old. It's a long season. And the playoffs is a lot more games. So we'll see. And it's not like AD. If AD is one of your younger guys and he's getting hurt all the time, then like, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it should be interesting though. They definitely got more guys who can, if one or two people go down, they still have like a couple of people that like can maybe step up. So it should be interesting to see that because I mean, it, it seems like it's inevitable at this point. Like someone might like hate to say it, but it's like I don't remember the last time like besides that championship year, AD's had a full healthy year.
yeah,
Same with LeBron. Same with you know what I mean. Like I don't know, but it should be interesting because, like I said, they now this year have people who could possibly step up. So
yeah.
it should be it
Especially
should
with
be
Westbrook, a guy that
yeah
brings that much energy, and I think takes a little bit of stress off of AD because last year it was like feed AD, and LeBron's trying to get it to AD, but when people guard AD, they're gonna double team, be physical, and all that stuff. So AD gets banged up like that. But if you throw in a guy like Westbrook, then you know it's harder to just key on him that way, especially with LeBron
yeah
getting older, because Westbrook's always gonna do Westbrook. I mean, at least for a
yeah
few more years, I think Westbrook will be doing Westbrook. You know,
yeah I mean damn that clip is like half the podcast. No, in his workouts, you know how everyone posts their workout videos or
yeah,
they there's like, the highlights of him. He's still doing his thing, like getting the putt to the cup easy and like just freak athletic nature
yeah,
type finishes. Like Yeah, he's still. It seemed like he hasn't lost a step at all.
Yeah. I saw that LeBron was talking something about the vaccinations, like the requirements for I'm not sure I'm totally understanding what it is, but I guess it's if you're in a state that you have to be vaccinated, then you can't make money. Is that what it is? Like then you
Yeah, I
can't
think
play in
it's
the game and you won't get paid. Is that what it is?
yeah, I think so. And I think that was the whole thing with Kyrie,
Yeah.
like New York. He's in New York, and they're like, it's like mandatory
Right.
or something.
Right.
And so he's like, I mean, he made this definitely the statement where he said like, gonna play.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm not gonna
it's not a
play if they're
surprise.
yeah. If it was someone who was gonna do that, it was gonna be him.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, yeah. So I mean,
Did you
it
hear what Shaq said?
honestly,
Shaq
no, I didn't hear what that.
Shaq said, I can't remember what podcast or interview it was, but he said if he were on the team, if Shaq was on that team, he would go up to the main, the GM's office or whatever, and want him out of there, like want him to get rid of him.
Mm, I mean, so this is the interesting thing. Like, okay, Kyrie, top three all time basketball as far as handle,
Yeah,
like in the history of basketball,
yeah,
maybe, right? So, and he does what he does. And, um, but if you're only paying 41 home games, how are you worth like, first of all, how are you worth
41
your
away
max
games,
deal?
right?
Away games, my bad,
Yeah,
yeah. 41 away games, how are you worth your and then in the playoffs, like, and you're only playing
yeah,
away
half. Yeah,
games? Like, how are you helping your team win a championship?
I mean, he's obviously not
So
thinking about that. Like he's
of course, I mean, maybe he is. Maybe he has started
sure,
through.
yeah,
Like,
maybe,
I wouldn't put it past him on,
yeah.
like,
I don't think that he,
this being bigger than that.
yeah,
So, for him, so my thing is, like, you're kind of as the Brooklyn Nets, like, yeah, you want Kyrie, and like I said, he's top three in my opinion all time, like with the handle and his ability to make shots without being a flyer is like unbelievable, like in the lane and stuff like that. But you kind of can't keep him.
so I
Like
wonder if that
if
would
he
mean
goes,
trade him to a team in a state where he could play. I wonder if
right.
that's what that would mean, if you were gonna move him like that.
Yeah, I'm sure they would do that because it's like I don't think they would like because then it would be kind of bad on Brooklyn too. Like it's like not bad, but just it'd be like, oh, okay, like you kind of screwed him by
Yeah.
doing the same
I
thing,
mean,
you
depending on
know?
what Kyrie would want. Like if he would wanna play, if he would wanna
Would he?
play more, and he agreed to it, like, "Yeah, send me you wherever," you know? If
I
they
mean, but if he's in a place where he can't, if like he's restricted the same thing. Oh, you're saying less restricted
Yeah, so I'm saying send
area?
him, trade him to OKC or something. I don't know, somewhere where I'm assuming that they don't have that same
Oh
mandate.
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. That yeah. So yeah, yeah, I think he would do. I think they would do that. But I'm just saying, like, if you're the Brooklyn Nets, like, you have no choice, kind of. It's like, why are
Yeah,
we paying you a max contract if you can't even play?
yeah.
You know,
That's gonna be interesting, and I think the Players Association is probably gonna be
fight
involved
back.
in some way. But who
Yeah.
knows? I mean, who knows where they stand with Kyrie? Because before this, Kyrie has been weird. Like
I mean, they're gonna stand with him.
they will.
They're gonna stand with him because because he is a player. I just don't know. Who knows what it'll get to? Will he just be like, all right, I'll take it? Because I can't. Then that puts him at a like at I don't my values are like whatever he said, like he's just gonna go back on it. I don't see that really happening.
Right.
So it's gonna be tough. We'll see how that plays out. Um, yeah, that's an interesting one. And they said like I know the Clippers are like 100% vaccinated. Like Ty Lue came out and said that.
Really? Yeah.
So I would assume like most teams are pretty much 100%, right?
Um, I don't know. I mean,
You know,
I doubt 100%. That sounds like a lot. I guess it's different, like because I've been hearing the numbers
yeah,
for football, and football is
uh,
like 5 times as many people on the team.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I guess
Um,
close to 100% isn't unreasonable to think.
right, yeah. Because they said Andrew Wiggins wasn't vaccinated,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And it was like a big deal. So that leads me to believe like most people are vaccinated.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
it'd be
that's
interesting.
crazy.
Ongoing. Yeah, I got the NBA League Pass last year. Uh
Hmm.
and
Yeah, I remember.
and I was notified today that they automatically renewed my pass. So,
Yeah.
lucky me, you know? Appreciate that.
Wait, they did the like chunk that take out
Uh-huh. Yep.
all of.
Yep.
Oh
Bam.
yeah,
There it
see,
goes.
yeah. No.
And then
I learned. I think I learned that lesson like the first time I did it.
that they'll
They
just
just
like,
like,
we're gonna assume that you want to watch this again.
yeah,
So
yeah,
give us your money. Thanks.
yeah, and we're gonna charge you everything in advance.
Yeah. 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 Pretty sweet.
You can ask for a refund.
No,
You could
yeah,
be
I
like, "Oh,
mean,
I'm
I would, but I watch it a little bit, but I share it with my dad. And I know my dad watches like, my dad's retired, so and you know my dad, I'm pretty
yeah,
sure he's
that's the
watching
life."
all of the games, like
Oh yeah,
because
that's what I'm gonna
I
do.
don't know if you can do it like because the football, at least with Sunday Ticket, after the week is over, then you can go back and like watch all the games, just play by play
Yeah,
by
that was
play.
real weird.
What do you mean it's weird? It's perfect. There's no commercials, no time in
I
between
mean,
plays. It's
no,
just whistle to whistle.
no, I mean that there's so many different types of. There's like NFL Red Zone. There's NFL Sunday Ticket.
Yeah,
There's the NFL like only the snaps.
yeah. Well, shit.
There's like,
It's Thursday night, and I'm trying to watch Thursday night football, and it's
uh-huh,
on NFL Network. So if you don't have NFL Network, which a lot of people don't, then you can't watch Thursday night football. Even if you paid for NFL Sunday Ticket, which okay, sure they put Sunday in the name, but it's still just NFL NFL
yeah,
content, you know. But that's how it is.
yeah.
I mean, every sport is like that now, you know. Basketball, you have all the local channels, and then they're blacked out for
I hate that.
the the national channels. Same thing with baseball. You got the Dodger channel, but if you don't have the right cable provider, you can't watch the Dodger channel.
Right. And then you're like getting into the politics of the negotiation of
Yeah,
the network and stuff because you want the just to watch your
yeah,
favorite team. You're like, come on, DirecTV, get with the sport spectrum or something like
yeah. Make a
because
deal.
that was what yeah, strike a deal.
Yeah,
So you're like you have to research that. I remember when I was little, I didn't know about all that stuff, so I was a Raiders fan, and I'm like, please be on, please
yeah,
every Sunday.
yeah. And there's no like just Google it to see if it's gonna be on TV. So
Yeah. So then I started getting the paper and then like looking for
to
like
see
the
if it would be
schedule
on,
to get
yeah. There are a lot of
like
Raider games, like in the past. I remember seeing the Raiders on a lot on CBS and stuff.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Speaking
yeah.
of
So
Raiders, looking good.
no,
Yes,
why would
we're doing it.
you?
We're
Why?
doing it.
Why would you?
We're doing it
Why?
because we can't just sit
Why
here and
would you?
pretend like we're not.
You got
We're past that.
you.
We're
I
past
can't
that.
believe you just did this. Why would you even talk about them right now? You can't do that.
No, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not living that
You.
life. I'm not living that life.
I'm living that life. I'm, shoot, 6 and what 3 last year.
You're
I'm
wearing the
definitely living
hat
that life.
right now.
I know, but I don't speak on it.
You're
I don't
speaking on it
speak
by
on.
wearing the hat.
No, I'm not speaking. I'm not saying anything.
Why can't
It's
you
a
talk about it?
quiet
Why
hat
can't you talk about it?
because you don't jinx it.
Derek
You
Carr
do
is
not
playing well.
talk about.
Henry Ruggs is playing
Oh
well.
my!
Brian Edwards is playing well. Hunter Renfro is playing well. The defense is playing well. You beat good
But you don't.
teams. You won a good road game.
Wow.
You beat one of the
You
toughest
want to
teams
crown
to
them? Then crown them. And we let him off the hook. What was it? What was the bite? He like snapped on a. Who was it? Dennis Green.
the Bengals guy, right?
They are who we thought they were. No, I think it was the Vikings. So every single time when we start off with 2-1, 3-0, whatever it is, I just have that they are who we thought they were.
Yeah, but
So we can't speak on it. We'll save that for 3 weeks
for
from
what,
now.
week 27 or whatever?
Yeah, yeah, we can't talk about that
3
right
weeks
now.
from now? 3 week
We're not.
last week last
Do you
year
see ESPN?
last year was
You
like
see,
what, 6 they won I don't know how
yeah,
many of the first few games, like
yeah. Did you see that ESPN had them? I think they had them number 5 or 3 or something like that
yeah, in the power
in the
rankings.
power. I I saw it. I read it. But I'm not jumping into say anything about it. You can't jinx it. You cannot
See,
jinx it.
but man, see, and this is all I'll say about it is that, you know, I obviously follow it. I watch I see what they do in the off season, all the moves. I know you watch that stuff, but seeing what is happening is not a surprise. Like seeing the start to me, like I mean, you know, it's not different than what the momentum that they've
Yeah,
built, and so that's what I'm saying. It's not
they
like
needed. They definitely needed a, li- a the increase in defense, like a little bit better defense, is like
total
what
difference.
they definitely needed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and being in that stadium, that someday, whenever I'm able to check it out, it just looks like it's not bigger. I don't think it's as big as SoFi, um, but just the look of it, and I think all the stuff that's in there. Like I've heard, I don't know what's in there, but like bars or whatever. I'm sure they got like casino type
slot
stuff. Yeah,
machines.
like that kind of Vegas vibe, and they got the torch with the window and all that stuff. So, but it's
I'm waiting on the Vegas hotel to pop up. I mean, the Raiders hotel to pop up.
all of them are the Raiders hotel now. The it's gonna be it's gonna be interesting to watch upcoming Monday night. Uh, it's Raiders at Chargers at SoFi.
They gave them the worst chance. You see that?
What do you mean?
The worst odds to win of the undefeated teams.
The Raiders?
Hmm.
Yeah, they're. I mean, I see what people say, the analysts or the whatever, Steven, whoever.
Every week, Stephen A. Smith.
Everybody, no, like everybody is just all disrespect. Like, they're
Yeah.
gonna do it. They're gonna fuck up again. It's like,
See, this is why you can't talk about it yet. That's why you can't talk about it because then it's going to be Dennis Green.
all right, we'll see.
They are who we thought they were.
We'll see. Do you want a fantasy football update?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
What,
Well,
are you
do you want to
Are you
know?
winning
Yeah.
money?
Well, okay. So I'm in 4 leagues.
Jesus. Uh-huh. We got your name. We got the names of your
Yeah, yeah,
teams.
yeah,
We got that it took forever to draft one of your leagues.
yeah.
Um,
So
but go ahead.
so I guess the most recent news is that in one of my leagues is a it's called a dynasty league. So
Mm,
that one is we did a draft. That was the super long draft. Because you're keeping those players like year after year, unless you drop them or whatever. So we did the draft, got our team, and so I've been kind of trying to make a couple moves here and there to get some other guys that I wasn't able to draft, to put them on my team. And so I traded somebody. I traded with Zach. Zach made a couple trades with some other people, you and I've been really trying to get a player. And so this one guy,
say his name.
it's a, it's a pretty serious league. It's confidential.
You could jinx the Raiders, but you can't say there's one player in a fantasy football league in one of your four leagues. All right, go ahead.
I'm not jinxing the Raiders. I'm supporting the Raiders. And it's Jalen Ramsey. Okay, I'm trying to get
You,
Jalen Ramsey off of this guy. And
okay.
Jalen Ramsey is sitting on his bench. Like he's not even playing him every week. And I'm trying to get him because in this league you get defensive players. And so
I was about to say, what isn't
yeah, you get
Ramsey?
you get defensive players. You have a D lineman spot, you have a linebacker spot, you have a
Oh my
DB
god.
spot.
Okay.
So I'm sending this guy trades to get Jalen Ramsey. I'm sending him all kinds of trades, and
He's
he's not responding to me. he just he
mm,
never responds. So like at first I'm being patient. Like I sent him something, and then he got back and he was like, "I'll send you a different offer a little bit later." So I wait like a week, and then he didn't say anything. So I sent him something else. Doesn't respond. So I send him something else. Doesn't respond. Then I start sending him gifts of like what like
gifts.
waving to see like
What the
I don't even
okay.
know the guy. I don't know him. It's just like it's a friend of a friend who's in the same league.
Oh my
So
god.
I've been sending him some stuff, you know, just to try to get his attention, and he still will not respond to anything from me. So that's where I'm at right now.
Okay, okay. What's the prize on that one?
Actually, to be honest, I don't know. We haven't set that quite yet.
You, you haven't set the prize and you've already started. What the
Yeah, I think maybe it's $50. I think like $50 a per
oh,
no, no, $50 a person, and then
oh,
that's the
oh,
prize.
okay.
I think.
Got
Not
it,
sure.
got it.
But yeah, so that
I
guy's just kind
mean,
of being a
fantasy
real
football.
dick about it right now, and he's not answering
Yeah.
anything. So so if you are somebody out there who plays fantasy football and you're somebody who doesn't answer trades that people send to you, it's a real shit head thing to do. So answer your trades, be an active player. Except for sometimes when I play fantasy basketball, I forget to set my lineups because they're like every day. And then I just give up
Yeah.
like a couple weeks into the season and I don't set my shit ever again.
I so I did that with fantasy football the year I played. I I um I forgot about it. And like 5 weeks or 6 weeks went by or seven. I don't know how it might have been 10 weeks and I never set my lineup. There was people there was just like I was like fielding teams with like no quarterback, no no running back. It was like one wide receiver.
You know
Like
this the sad thing is that somebody probably lost to you in that time.
Well well, here's the thing. Someone actually told me, like, no one was telling me, right? Of course, because they wanted to win, right? And then, like, maybe week 10, I think someone who had already played against me was like, "Hey, like, set your lineup." I'm like, "Oh, shoot, I forgot I was in that league." And then I ended up coming back and making the
Oh,
playoffs.
wow.
Yeah. So,
See, the other thing that I did this year, especially for this dynasty league, was that I got some Raiders that I wanted. And
mm,
I didn't get anybody else. I didn't get any players that are in the same division. I didn't get any Chargers, I didn't get
mm,
any Broncos, I didn't get any Chiefs. So that way, when those
mm.
games come up, I don't have to root against the Raiders.
Okay,
So I kinda
that's
set
actually
it up
good.
so I could, I wouldn't have to be conflicted about it, you know?
That's actually not bad. I've never thought about that, doing it like that. That's why I haven't played fantasy football because I don't wanna worry about other teams
Yeah,
and watching and rooting for other teams, so,
yeah,
that's a decent way of approaching it.
yeah. So far, I haven't won many games, but we have a lot of spirit, a lot of heart, a lot of moral victories. So,
Yeah, man, fantasy football has been a lot of people play fantasy football, and it's like, I don't know, it's kind of like a weird topic because it's like, my fantasy football is this and this and this. It's like, "Oh, okay, I got this and this and this and this and this." And,
yeah.
I don't know,
When
it's
you
interesting because it's
when you tell somebody else about your fantasy football, it's
uh,
really hard for them to give a shit.
that's what I'm basically saying
As I'm
because
telling you about
they
my
have a
fantasy
totally
football, I would
I
like you
know,
to
right?
give a shit, please.
Because it's like, I don't know, cause well, I'm not even saying it like that. I'm saying it like because they're in different leagues and there's different rules for the different leagues and there's different amounts of teams. So it's like, oh, okay, I have Tom Brady, I got this, like I have the top 5 at every position, right?
Right?
And it's like, how? And it's like, oh, there's only 4 teams in my league,
Yeah.
you
I've done
know?
I've
And
done
then
leagues
this
like that.
other team, yeah, and then this other person who you're talking to, they got like random second string quarterbacks because it's like there's 20 people in their
Yeah.
league, you know?
I've done those too. I think the most that I did
Yeah,
was 14. That was a lot. Like, man, you are scraping the waiver wire. Like
yeah,
the guys off the practice squad and yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. So, um I'll keep you updated on my team because I know that you care. Uh the fantasy football season ends at the end of the regular season. So, the last 3 weeks of the fantasy football season are the playoffs, and then at the end of the so then by the time the playoffs start, fantasy football is over. But
yeah.
so for this year, they just announced the Super Bowl halftime performers, and the Super Bowl this year is at SoFi Stadium in LA or Inglewood, whatever. But so
Right.
it's going to be what Dre, Eminem, Snoop, Kendrick, and Mary J. Blige, right?
Yeah, which is very interesting. Would you think what were your first thoughts about that?
Why are Eminem and Mary J. Blige in there?
Mary J's got some hits. I don't know what you're talking about.
Not about hits. I thought it was like West
Like,
Coast,
um,
like hip hop thing
nah, I think it's
because
more
it's
so
SoFi, because it's LA. You know.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Nah, I
Like, they
think
did
it's
what
hip
was
hop.
they did it in Atlanta, recently, and it was Outkast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it was more Dr. Dre and, like, artists that he's worked with.
Okay, so, Dr. Dre is, like, the
I
not
don't know
the
if Kendrick
headliner, but
Lamar I don't know if Kendrick Lamar is or Dr. Dre is. I mean, you could really have any of them
yeah,
be a headliner. But, like, Snoop too, like, what the heck? He's, like, probably the biggest hip hop star.
yeah,
Um, but, yeah, I think it's all Dr. Dre artists that he's worked with pretty much.
yeah.
Um,
What songs is, does Mary J. Blige have with Dre, you know?
Family Affair,
Oh, okay, yeah.
yeah, but, um,
How are they gonna
yeah,
do
I think
any of Eminem's songs?
I well, he got some good, clean, poppy, type
With Dre?
crossover hits. No, I'm just saying, like, Eminem. No, I
Yeah,
don't think they're gonna only play Dre produced records.
yeah.
Um, but I'm surprised. I'm
I'm also
surprised that
surprised.
this
I'm
is
surprised to see
happening.
Eminem. I'm surprised to see Kendrick.
I'm
Like,
surprised to see Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, all of them.
yeah.
I'm surprised. Like NFL, we're talking about the NFL. We're not talking about the NBA All Star Game. We're not talking about, you
Yeah,
know
but
what I
they
mean?
just had
Like,
Outkast. I feel like
yeah,
Outkast is more of a
Outcast got,
stretch than
but
Dre.
Outcast, nah, hell, what? Are you crazy? Outcast got the like, um, Hey Ya and So Fresh and So Clean
Yeah,
that
yeah,
white
you're right,
people at like parties are like, I know this hip
yeah.
hoppy song.
Or because it's been covered by some, like, solo
Yeah,
piano player
exactly.
somewhere.
Yeah, it's safe. They got safe like crossover smash hits.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I mean, Dr. Dre's crossover hits are like still like somewhat like you
Yeah.
got some like edgy like to say the least stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I don't know. And we're talking about the NFL.
Yeah.
Or,
We're talking about the league that has Carrie Underwood as, like, a main staple doing the
yeah.
Sunday Night Football song for, like, I don't know, the next 40 to 50 years. I don't know how long they're gonna play that song,
Oh,
but
really?
yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? They do the Sunday Night Football song, and then they just sub in the different team names.
Yeah, yeah. Um, so I'm pretty surprised about this, the
Yeah.
Super
Well,
Bowl
let's see. I
thing.
mean, we'll see how much people hate it and shit on it and, talk about, how
Yeah,
whatever ways that it upsets them.
yeah, yeah. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be super crazy. Like we get to see all of those artists
Yeah.
on
Especially
this.
and then in SoFi Stadium.
Yeah,
Like,
SoFi Stadium. I
LA's
wish it
brand new
wasn't, but
stadium, like, which, I went to that Raiders, Rams preseason game. It's a crazy, crazy looking stadium, like,
yeah,
so it'll be, and then with that screen up there, I don't know if you've seen it, but they got the screen that goes all the way around and it has the image on the inside and the outside of it. So
yeah.
they'll have
I
that
saw
thing to use.
the renditions of the Clippers arena is gonna have that same thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but so okay, so that's February. That's mid February, mid early February. So that means that Kendrick Lamar is gonna have his album out that by then.
Definitely. Definitely.
Um, I just don't know how Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg are gonna do like nothing but a G thing. Like
Oh, I hope it's like,
I just don't.
remember,
I just it's so like it's like just normal to us like to hear that, but like think about like NFL fans. Like I just don't see how they're gonna be like, man. I used to like the NFL halftime shows.
yeah, I mean, I guess they've, you know, that's light from what they've been having to deal with over the
Yeah,
last,
true.
recently, so they might be able to stomach it for a
S-
while.
So so is Jay-Z a part of that?
Part of
Isn't
what?
it, wasn't he part of like the NFL entertainment or something? Didn't he do some like years like a couple years ago?
I think he was doing the sound.
Okay.
He was like doing he was like providing the whole
The
audio.
speakers.
Yeah, I don't know. It was something like that. It
Okay.
was pretty weird, but
Yeah, because I thought I saw like something with at like when they on one of the like things it said like at Rock Nation.
oh, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. It'd
Yeah.
be interesting to see what they do as far as props or, like whatever kind of wild stuff they do. Like, remember when Lady Gaga did it? She jumped off the top of the stadium, you know?
I think you know it would be super super dope. It wouldn't make any sense except for one small part of the show. Is I think it would be super dope if they brought Jadakiss and he just become the cheat code for everyone. He could I mean it's LA, so it's like it wouldn't make as much sense, but
No.
he has a remix with to the Family Affair remix is with Fabulous and Jadakiss. Which
Yes. Middle America would not come back.
yeah, they're not they're like, who is this guy? Who the hell is this guy?
Who's that fellow?
This guy that keeps laughing crazy. Um, but no, I think, man, I'm excited to see it. It'd be super. I mean, hip hop is the most popular music now. It's
Yeah.
surpassed everything. So I mean,
Know who they
kind
should
of.
they should have that, remember from the Patreon last week, the song that I played, remember that? Remember the Toby Keith jam?
um, no, I think that's cool that if they do it like that, where like wherever they're at, they have the like a medley or like the groups or people from that
Yeah,
city because it
yeah.
is kind of a city event. It's it's kind of like that week that Super Bowl week is like
Oh,
a
yeah, I
city
mean,
event. It brings a
especially in
lot.
LA, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. So like in the Miami when they had the international flavor, you know, um and then like you said the Outcast was for the Atlanta one. So yeah, I think it'd be it'd be pretty cool to see just like it become that where it's like that the people in that city that like kind of put on for that city. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I'm also excited to hear that or to see that there's a good chance Kendrick is putting out another album soon
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Of course.
because everybody knows we've really needed a good album
Yeah,
from one of the top artists.
yeah, cuz I wasn't impressed with Drake or with Kanye. J. Cole, I would say that his was cool, but it's not something that I live with. I mean, to be honest, if we're being honest, it was a cool album, but it wasn't like a classic
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Hey, he was
Um,
busy trying to make the team, trying
it
to,
was yeah,
you know.
busy hitting the side of the backboard on a layup. Man, I'll never get that one out of it. It was like these highlights, and then he went on a fast break, and it looked terrible. I was like,
And then he
"Whoa,
was like, "Ah, guys, I gotta. What time is it?
guys,
My
I'm out."
mom said I gotta come home. I got
Yeah,
what's that? What's that? Yeah, okay, mom." And then
and then
that's it.
he got a tryout for who was it? The Orlando Magic.
Yeah, was that real?
I guess they confirmed. I don't know.
They said the same thing about Adam Sandler.
Oh, get the Adams. No. Someone trolled you. It on not, but so this when this podcast is out, Meek Mill will have come out with his album. So I'm interested in hearing that. See if he's see what he's been up to, and then obviously the Kendrick Lamar. Um, so yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really been that impressed with some of the albums that are dropping. Like,
Yeah.
I thought
Would
these quarantine bars would slap, but
re
I haven't heard it. I haven't really been like too. I don't know, you know.
Yeah.
Um, so
Yeah,
we'll
I hope
see.
it's
Yeah, we'll
some
see what happens.
it'll definitely be a letdown if I mean, because Kendrick, you're always hoping for, you know, the best, obviously, like, you're expecting the best. 'Cause
Yeah,
at least for me, like, whatever he's putting out, like, I'm gonna give it a
and
solid
that's
listen.
tough. That's a tough zone to be in
It's
too.
really tough. I mean, that's why
Really,
he's gotta take so much time, I'm sure, but he's,
yeah,
like, to get out of that headspace of, trying to meet other people's expectations and just do it for the fun of it, you know?
yeah, yeah. Yeah. I mean, cause yeah, it's tough because it's like, does he go? He can't go the route of features because he can do it. It's like,
Yeah,
all right, just get any feature that I want, like, cause he can do that because he's Kendrick Lamar, but
but that's not
that's
Kendrick
not
Lamar.
who he is. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be outside of what he normally does. Um, yeah, so we'll see what happens.
I think it's gonna be something totally unexpected. I mean, I feel like he's one step ahead, you know? Like,
I just hate kind of like going into albums where like you expect everything.
yeah, but I mean, I'm not saying that you expect it to be perfect because when I heard the Butterfly album, like it took a little bit
Yeah,
because I'm not a jazz guy, like I'm not a jazz head like
me,
that. So like, it definitely took some listening to appreciate it,
yeah,
and that's what I'm expecting for him to do is to do something where it interests him and like he wants to make his own rendition of it and then hopefully that put makes us kind of more interested or aware in what inspired him to do it that way.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So we'll see. Um, yeah, what Here's a hard left. Did you see the Oxnard our Oxnard segment? We need like a drop for Oxnard or something like that. You know,
Yeah. You think how
um,
much do you think can't you do
should be like
what's the
Jerry
app
Jones saying Oxnard.
what's the app where you can like have a celebrity
T
say
Pain.
something? You
Oh,
can like call them or they'll say happy birthday or
yeah. What's the thing? It's like
cameo. That's what it is.
Cameo. Yeah.
Do you think maybe we could get Bruce Buffer to
Well,
get us like an
we could
intro?
take it off YouTube.
Yeah, but we want him to say like now from Oxnard.
Well, that's what he. I mean, he's called Fernando Vargas and like Mikey Garcia, but like he's done the intro there, so he'd be like from Oxnard. We just take that
Okay.
and just get sued. No, we could just hire someone on there that's like charging $40 to say something.
Okay.
Like we could hire Cassidy or like
I don't know who Cassidy is.
you know who Cassidy is. God, you have like year gaps or you have like 2 to 5 year gap, random gaps of hip hop that you're like hazy on.
Yeah, I mean, you know the memory's not good. You know what? There's some electrical problems upstairs.
Oh, Trickle. Um, but yeah, so they're opening a new bowling alley in Oxnard,
Where is it
Bowlero.
gonna be? You know what that is? You know where it's gonna
I think I'm pretty sure it's gonna be in the collection.
because there's one in the collection, like in the what?
There's already one there.
Well, there's one in those apartments there. It's like a small one
Oh,
in
in
the
the yeah, in
apartments.
those. Oh, okay, yeah, nah. Um,
Uh,
no, this one's an actual like uh bowling place.
have you ever been to a Bowlero before?
I have, yeah, I have. I've been to that. I've been to like what's the other one? Lucky Strike. It's like
Yeah,
that. It's basically it's one of
like a
those.
bar slash bowling alley, that kind of thing.
It's like a it can be a bar, it can be a bowling alley, it could be a it's just like the it's not no small little type
Operation, yeah,
joint. Yeah. Restaurant type of deal, you know what I mean? Like it's one
yeah.
of those things.
What's your
Um
how you like bowling?
yeah, bowling's cool. I won't play like 3 times in a row. But yeah,
Yeah.
every once in a while it's pretty cool. Like if you
You
have
do
a
it for
group of
dates?
friends.
Is it a
Yeah,
date option for you?
yeah, it's cool. It's not like the go-to.
Yeah.
I mean, but it is like it's a change of pace. It is. Um, but no, I was
Do you
gonna
wear the
say that
shoes? Do
there
you like the shoes?
yeah, sometimes they make you wear the shoes pretty much.
Yeah.
Like,
I'd like to see you wear the shoes.
really?
Yeah.
Why?
It just doesn't really look like your style.
I would no, it's not my style, but I mean, when you're at the bowling alley, they make you wear the shoes.
Yeah.
So it's not like
What do you get to eat at the bowling alley? Paper
what if,
plates?
oh, you're saying like my with my uh
Yeah. With your specialties?
I don't really I'm not a eat at the bowling alley type of person. It's
Yeah.
usually like drinks or something.
Yeah.
Um no, but I was gonna say that they're just I don't know if it's gonna be in the collection, but it seems like everything new. Just throw it in the
Yeah.
just throw everything new
They're
into the
gonna run
collection.
out of room at some point.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Um, and then I had heard that they are opening uh, they're making a what's it called? I forget what the name. It's a Hilton.
Hmm.
It's like a I forgot what it's called, but it's like a trendy Hilton off the freeway right there.
By the
Um,
collection?
near the collection, yeah. And so like I guess they're gonna have like a rooftop bar.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah. How you feel about that? What do you think?
That's,
It's supposed
man.
to be trendy. Like that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. I mean, there's places for me to go. That's probably not one of them, but, I'm fine with it existing, I guess, you know? I just hope that they
He said, "I'm
eventually
fine with it existing." Okay.
but eventually, I hope that they, make their way downtown, and
Who's they?
the city, I guess.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like development, you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah, for sure.
they're putting in a new housing development somewhere over there, kinda like over in that, over off Oxnard Boulevard and like the downtown area, some of those neighborhoods over there.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that too. I've also heard that they plan to open a new what's the thing called? In and out and In and Out and Starbucks off of Ventura Boulevard, off of Ventura Boulevard, like by like Red Lobster.
Oh, wait, what? Wait, on the other side of the freeway?
Yeah,
Why?
no, where like kind of where the car dealerships are at.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that they're trying to that's in like planning stages or something like that
To put another or to
to put it In and Out and a Starbucks.
so they would get rid of the old In-N-Out then.
I don't think so.
Really? Nah, In-N-Out doesn't do that. Like they don't have two In-N-Outs right next to each other.
I mean, yeah, they do. Uh, I don't know. I feel like
Because if you're familiar with Oxnard, you that In-N-Out parking lot is it gets packed fast. And then you're like
yeah,
looping
yeah.
around and they got two lanes and all this stuff. So I could imagine that they would move it somewhere, like to
So
somewhere
you,
with a bigger parking lot, but I'd be surprised if they had
I felt,
2.
but to have that one right there off the freeway with like the visibility, I think that would be
But
like
the other one's right
prime.
off the freeway too.
Uh, but I don't think can you see it like right off the freeway? I don't know if you can
Yeah,
see it
I'm
right
not
off the freeway.
like that.
You
I'm
kind of
not
got to
like that.
know. But like I'm saying, if you're passing by, like wherever, you're gonna
Yeah,
see that In and Out.
yeah.
Um, Pretty much.
What's your stand do you like In-N-Out? I mean, I know can you get anything from there? Can you
I'm sure there is things I can get from there, but I haven't had it in a long time. No.
yeah. What about,
Uh,
you know? Because I remember it was it was the thing after high school games, right? People go to
yeah,
In-N-Out.
yeah, yeah. To go to In and Out. Yeah, for sure. That was like the hangout spot. I wonder. I wonder what it's. Man, imagine being in high school right now. Like
Uh, it's
it's
barely even
just
happening.
different. That's what I'm saying. It's like totally different. It's different times.
Yeah. I saw somebody post something and it was like showing what the last year that normal school was, you know? And
I
I
saw.
think it's like what, 3 years ago?
It's damn near. Yeah. I saw someone like I saw footage of the like high school basketball playing, like, I don't know where it was, but it was somewhere, um, I think it was local too, but they were playing, and it was a high school basketball game, and some kids were wearing masks during the game.
Oh, wow, during the game.
Yeah, and it was just like, wow,
Damn.
this
Yeah.
is totally different, like,
Do you
crazy.
remember, you remember playing Malibu?
No, not really. Yeah,
Um,
I don't there was no one on their team that I
yeah.
could think of.
Do you remember some of those
No
teams? Like,
disrespect.
yeah, no, I mean, it's fine.
It's fine to disrespect.
Yeah, it's fine. You remember, like, there was, like, Malibu and, Grace Brethren, I think, was
Brother.
another
Oh,
one,
yeah,
and
like, no
the ones that were like, "Oh, if you saw them in a tournament, like, oh, I kinda hope that we get them."
there was, like, another one too. There's Grace
Yeah, I think there was
Brethren.
one more. Yeah, it was like yeah. It was like an
Yeah.
all-girls school for boys.
Yeah,
But, I remember there be I remember um, Malibu had a lot of Jewish kids, and, so there was
Oh,
a lot of yarmulkes
yeah.
on in the game.
There was a team in junior college in the area that had I think it was Santa Barbara City College.
That had, like,
They
one
had
Jewish guy or had a
I
bunch?
don't know. I think it was 2. Okay, do you remember Santa Barbara City College, I think, had 2 twin brothers or something like that?
Ah, I'm not sure, I don't know.
They came off the bench, they were both guards.
I don't know.
Okay, you don't remember?
Why? So but what, were they wearing yarmulkes?
I feel like they might have been wearing yarmulkes too.
Oh,
I don't know
man.
why. I don't know why. It just in my mind, like, I just threw yarmulkes on them too.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
It must be
But, I
tough,
mean,
man. It must be
hey,
tough.
you gotta keep how does I'm gonna gracefully bow out of this conversation, 'cause I don't know. Um,
I don't I don't know either. I mean, I'm just saying it looks like it's difficult because I've seen them fall off and people having to pick.
that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know that, so that's that part, I don't know. I'm gonna just bow out of the conversation,
Yeah, so I'm
you
just,
know?
whatever accomplishments that they made and games that they won, good on them. Um, yeah, and
Yeah,
I wish them all the very best.
yeah,
You
yeah.
good? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm super good.
Okay.
Are you good? Do you have any more you have anything?
No, because you're, like, looking like,
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
intruder or
super
something
good,
maybe.
man. Nah, I just might get sliced and diced, but I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, what's the other,
So, okay, so we were talking about Bolero or
yeah,
whatever, um, and like I guess other things that are like chains that are popping up. What would you think is the best? Like, what place has the best customer service? Like when you go there, you're like, uh, I know they're gonna be like bubbly and happy and give me good customer service. Like, what would you say is the number one for you of any like restaurant, store? You know what I mean?
I think I think I'd have to say Chick-fil-A.
Uh, That's a in my mind. That's one of them for sure.
Chick-fil-A, and then number 2 would be In-N-Out.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. Um, I think you could throw like Starbucks in there too.
yeah. Yeah, you could.
Mm,
But I guess I don't there aren't that many places that are like, they really make that
Apple,
part of their thing?
Apple
Apple?
Store.
Really? I guess
You
I
know,
don't know I can't remember the last
I
time
don't
I've been
go.
to Apple
Yeah,
Store.
I don't really go to the Apple Store, but I'm trying to think of things other than food spots
Yeah, I mean, most
because
most customer service these days is just robots anyways, or,
yeah, because I'm
voice
trying to think
commands.
if if there's any like grocery store or like retail spot where it's like really good customer service
Not
and
really, but there is the restaurant, God, what is it called? I know there's one in Vegas because I ended up going there on accident, I think. It's Dick's Last Resort. Have you ever heard of that?
nah.
So, what it is it's a restaurant where the servers and the staff are, I guess it's kinda known that they'll make fun of you and they'll be mean,
Okay,
you know?
I've heard of those restaurants.
Yeah.
I've been to one like it. I don't know if it is that in Atlanta where they like curse at you or like make fun of you or like insult you and stuff.
Yeah, spit in your
Yeah,
face, spit in your food.
spit in your mouth, get
Yeah.
corona and all that. It's a funny joke. You get corona.
Ha! Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I would say because like Chick-fil-A, it's like, oh, I'm sorry you didn't get any. chicken nuggets? Here's more for free." And
Yeah.
they're, like, happy about it and stuff.
Who do you think had
Um,
well, I guess I mean, I don't even know if you eat that stuff, but who has
yeah.
the best sauce?
I mean, if we're talking local, you gotta go, uh, or like, if we're just talking, like, something like, extra, like, you gotta go if I'm just talking pizza, toppers, ranch, like, to dip your
Oh,
pizza in
wow,
ranch.
Tupper's Ranch. Oh,
I like that. Let's see, sauce. If we're going, like, talking hot sauce or, like,
I mean,
tartar sauce
I'm
and
talking like for me, Chick-fil-A sauce.
yeah, yeah.
Chick-fil-A sauce is definitely really good. Um,
I mean, they sell it at grocery stores.
what,
So
Chick-fil-A sauce?
yeah, you never seen it?
No.
Yeah, you'll see them on the shelves at grocery stores in like the mustard and relish and
Oh.
whatever section.
I went to Idaho. I almost said Iowa. I went to Idaho for work, and a thing that
Whoa! Before we even talk about what you're gonna talk about, what was that like? I'll never go there. I don't think.
so I went to Boise, which
Okay,
and
Boise. Okay.
I stayed right across the street from Boise State. You know, I was near
Okay, so it was a
downtown.
little
So it
normal.
was
Okay.
yeah, it was there were buildings and streets and freeways
Do they have
and
a skyline?
no,
No?
no.
Boise, Idaho. Damn,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
But
Do they have accents there? Or just no, not
no,
really?
not there.
Okay.
But I did end up I saw a video, it was a Vice video about it was about people in Eastern Oregon petitioning to be part of Idaho instead of Oregon,
Oh shoot, I didn't
because
know it was right there.
Oregon was Oregon like voted more liberal than you know, and so voted blue basically. So so these people were wanting Eastern Oregon to just be absorbed by Idaho because they felt that their their opinions and their you know, their voice would be heard more there. So to give you an idea of what Idaho, you know, what the rest of Idaho is like, I think it's probably more like that. Um, but since I was in Boise, and that's where the university is, and that's where you know it wasn't quite that. But I will say when because we took a walk and checked out the campus because I wanted to see the football field, the the blue turf.
The
Have you seen
blue.
that? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we went on campus and there was like some demonstration going on. It was like some group, some organization that was like I think it was like it might have been anti-abortion. I don't know what it was, but they had giant posters with pictures just in the middle of like the quad or whatever. And so like we're going for you know, we're walking over just to check out the university and there's like and we see that and there's people like with signs and yelling and so it was a very aggressive thing to see walking through the campus. But but it was a cool campus. We got to go check out the blue field. Um you know, get a look at that. But the reason that I brought up Idaho was because uh, in most of the restaurants that I went to, if you get fries, if you get some kind of meal with fries, then they'll give you fry sauce. And fry sauce is like it's kind of like a chipotle mayo type thing.
Mhm.
And every restaurant has their different their unique one, and all of them were amazing.
Mm,
So that was good about Idaho. The fry
okay.
sauce,
Idaho potatoes.
yes. Idaho potatoes, the fries, the fry sauce, that that was a good experience. I could go back and enjoy that again.
Okay, okay. All
So,
right, good to know.
can you
Good
do
to
that?
know.
Could
I'm
you
gonna
eat
put
that?
that definitely writing that down in my notebook right now.
Could you eat the fries and the fry sauce?
So let's go ahead and get it. So I only eat red, basically what's called a red rose potato.
I lost interest already.
Yeah. Okay. So next episode, guys, what we're gonna discuss is we're gonna go into some LOLs, some JKs, some ha ha ha's, and thanks for listening.